AskReddi Bitinayol si Filipina. What is an easy way to non-sexually pleasure a man? I still find great pleasure in remembering compliments I've been given years ago. You got a cute laugh BTW, you should laugh more, you get tons of chicks. 5 years ago. Man. Physical contact can be really nice even if it's not exactly sexual. Just a nice, long hug where you tell him how much you love him, and how incredible he is, and how thankful you are for him. That's a slice of heaven right there. I've been single a little over a year and was at a party yesterday. Apparently I had a scratch on the back of my neck because a cute friend of a friend noticed and touched rubbed it like oh no what happened. I damn near started purring. Give him some attention and some of your time. Undivided attention. Put the phone down. Feed him. Whoever wrote that love languages book should have added another one. Food. Food is a love language all on its own. Complimenting him. I was wearing just plain green chino shorts the other day and the girl I'm seeing just randomly said I like those shorts. It made my whole fucking day. As a recently divorced man, deprived for many years of affection and compliments, I have to say that nothing is better than a hug, kiss on the cheek, hair scalp scratches, compliments, especially when you get a haircut and all dress nice, and being interested in your hobbies. I was always the one giving them in marriage but hardly ever got them back. Dealt with this. Turned out she firmly believed that because I'm the man that it was my responsibility to do all that stuff while her job was to just soak it up. She was baffled why I just eventually stopped bothering with it. Instead of handing me something, please just toss it. Women don't understand how badly I want to be thrown things. Men are basically dogs. Saying this as a man. Just look at all the comments, back scratches, belly rubs, feed him, let him lay in your lap, tell him he's cool. And this. Another one is they like to hear you are feeling safe with them, only if you mean it, genuine. Words of affirmation are my love language, so I 100% agree with this. Ask him questions about his favorite hobby or interest, and actually pay attention and try to learn it. If you don't believe me, just remember how happy an old man at a hardware store gets when you ask about a pipe or a screwdriver. Never experienced that. I wish there was someone to ask at hardware store lol. Back hair rubs. Back hair rubs. Give him some cheese. One day I was watching a movie with my 3-year-old niece. She went into the kitchen and asked her mom if she could have some cheese for her and that boy. When she brought I back, my heart melted. Doing his hobbies with him. Honestly, if my wife got me nothing for Christmas and would humor me by doing my hobbies, I'd be happy. In a quiet environment, you sit down on a couch. Have him lay down next to you with his head on your lap and you stroke his hair and tell him how much he means to you. Then let him close his eyes and sink into that beautiful bliss that takes away his cares and worries and transports him to a peaceful existence for just a while. Reading this and crying. Would give anything for something like this. Compliment his dope-ass Trex shirt. That always makes my day. Dude, wasn't that obligatory? Like you have to compliment the T-Rex tee. Ask him about his favorite historical battle and crucially, what mistakes were made. It said non-sexual. For me, my weakness has always been surprise food. Like when my wife calls me in from yard work to eat a little lunch that she whipped up for me. Or when I'm doing work on the computer and she slides me a food tray. Even just having a sandwich placed in front of me when I'm gaming or reading a book makes me feel happy and loved. Another example is back when we were dating 10+ years ago. I'd sometimes hear a knock at my door and it would be her dropping off something that she cooked or baked for me. You're a very easy person to poison. Same here actually. Speaking for myself, just sitting in silence with me. Especially when I first wake up and when I first get home from work. I'm either charging my brain for the day or recharging it after a long day. I want your company, but I'm not ready for conversation or a list of to-dos and plans. Just sit with me, and when I've perked up, it's game one for the information stream. My wife works a fraction of what I work, and it's nice when she understands this is not the time to get out the to-do list. Play a video game with him, he may actually explode. Untitled Goose Game, Animal Crossing, and Overcooked 2 with the now wife may be the reason the now is in this sentence. Lol. I'm proud of you. Back scratches right before sleep, or any time. And it's extra cute when you hit the right spot and their leg twitches. If a woman randomly smiles at me, makes me walk around with a smile for the rest of the day. I knew that smiling at people can go a long way. Someone told me it's stupid and creepy. I'm not really attractive, but sometimes spreading your happiness and smiling just cause can make a difference. I always smile at old people, even when I'm in a bad mood. They smile back and it makes me a bit happy. The cycle of love. Love it. I was at Subway the other day and I hesitated at first but decided to compliment the cashier anyway. Told him I found him cute as hell. Next time I see an attractive man, I'll go for it. IDC. What's worse that could happen? Being ignored? Rejected? Oh no, so bad. Food. Letting him go on about his hobby passion. Just be a good listener and spend quality time together doing things he enjoys. Communication and showing genuine interest in his thoughts and feelings can go a long way in making a man feel loved and appreciated. Notice when he is wearing new shoes. Ask him if they make him run faster. Encourage him to demonstrate. Applaud wildly. If he's wearing them blinkers, let him know he is faster than light. To be satisfied, and to express it. You don't even have to say it, just be okay with the man he is instead of imagining the man he could be. At least for a while we should help each other to be the best version of ourselves. That requires love and tolerance so no one forgets that they are safe and respected. Hey bro, I see you here with your unappreciated ass and I want you to know that you're enough and you're worth it. I had my legs draped across my girl's lap while laying on the couch watching reality TV. She was lightly massaging and stroking my calves. I fell asleep, I was so relaxed. That's never happened. I loved it and I was so satisfied. Wholesome. Complimenting his driving. Telling him you feel safe when he's behind the wheel. I would do that if I didn't feel like I was going to die every time he drives LMAO. Buy him Legos and a bottle of whiskey. Just the Legos please. Sit in his lap. Damn, thinking that a man could actually enjoy something like that is weird. I want to sit on someone's lap so much and to imagine that there could be a guy who would enjoy it makes it so much worse. Reading those comments is making me cry. I am so fucking single XDD. Downvote me for being off topic and venting IDC. Massage. Food. Give him a hug, then look him in the eyes and say something nice and sincere. As someone else said, do some of his hobbies with him. Listen to him. Rubbing my head or belly and calling me a good boy would send me over the moon. I was also in heaven when I used my GFS lap as a pillow. Are you my dog? Being Little Spoon. Hello, fellow giant. I had to scroll way too far to find you. Don't intend on sounding sexist, but a good home-cooked meal always works. Now it's not sexist to say cooking for someone is a nice gesture. Be his player too. Cuddles. Head in lap. Hair stroking while watching TV. Tell us we look good when you think it and mean it. Little I was thinking of you and saw this presence or saying we're appreciated or did something well. Nothing grand, just little everyday affections that I think men don't often receive. Non-sexual but affectionate touch. Gently scratch tickle my back and I'm putty in your hands. When he walks in the door, don't immediately bombard him with anything. Not a list of stuff. Not a tell me about your day. Absolutely nothing. Let him decompress from the day. Honestly, instead of asking people how their day was, I think it's more pleasant when you tell them about your day. This gives them the opportunity to open about theirs if they want to. Let him sleep. If there's kids or animals in the home, keep them entertained and out of the room for a bit. I remember hearing if you love them, let them sleep at one point. As an adult and a mom now, sleep is heavenly. I can only imagine that my husband, who wakes up at 4:30 AM every morning for work, feels the same way. This is such a great example of a fantastic Patrice O'Neill line to me: men want to be alone, but not by ourselves. Sometimes the best support is a little space, lol. Run your nails lightly over my scalp. Yes, PLS. Just one compliment would go a long way. Say something nice. I feel like this is a trap, but I will risk it nonetheless. If you wish to non-sexually pleasure a man, do the following. Massage. Rub his shoulders and neck when he gets home from work. Food. Prepare him a meal. Peace. Bring him peace of mind. Praise. Acknowledge his efforts and thank him. These 4 things can make a man truly happy in a non-sexual sense. Be his rock without holding his emotional side against him. Feel like society shoots down anything but manly men nowadays. Manly men. Hula hop. Make him some food and give him some guilt-free peace alone time. If he's your partner, validate him. Assure him he is enough and that he has value outside of his ability to provide. Pound the living shit out of that annoying ultra sore spot in between my shoulder blades. Take a pestle and put it in that area, then pound it with a hammer for like a solid 20 minutes. Gosh, I would love you long time. Take him out on a date you plan entirely. Ask him to make no decisions. Really, anything that isn't some manipulation for him to do something for you in return will most likely be a very surprising nicety. As a man, I can't tell you how often women just want to use you to do things or buy things for them. Just showing you care by actually just caring, without a catch, will be an almost unrecognizable but really pleasant gesture for a lot of men. Give him his annual compliment. Make them a sandwich. I know it's a trope and people have firm opinions on the whole make me a sandwich joke, but nothing brings me more joy than when I'm working in the yard or doing some manual labor and my wife brings me a BLT and a glass of water. That's when I truly feel genuine love for my wife. It's crazy, but I was pleasantly surprised by how few comments were shitty and sexist. They are actually really sweet. I'm shocked.